Hi guys, hi Guitasters, how are we doing today? Welcome to another Christmas special of Learn Guitar with Caleb. Today we're doing a really beautifully simple, fun, traditional one that a lot of people still have fun with nowadays, and that is Little Drummer Boy. Now I love this one. This is one years ago, my brother Reese and we did something we called the 12 Days of YouTube, where the 12 days leading up to Christmas one year, we did a bunch of Christmas covers of songs we liked, and this was one of them. We did a sort of a punky, acoustic-y cover when our voices weren't as good and we weren't as good at guitar and stuff. And it was kind of fun and lame, and at the same time it was good. Anyway, so today we're doing the Little Drummer Boy. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, that means you missed the live stream. To get on the live stream, you really want to follow me on Facebook or on Twitch. If you've got Twitch, you have to get it on Twitch to watch the live stream. But I'd let you know on Twitter and Facebook and stuff beforehand that I'm about to go live. So you got to make sure you follow me on those so you can know when we're going live. Now, usually I do these full-on, like hour-long, walking you through guitar practice style lessons and answering questions about technical things and suggestions for being a better guitar player. Not just learning songs, but I'm doing a Christmas special. So we're just doing song tutorials. I'm going to go through what we need to do to play Little Drummer Boy. Now, it's a beautifully easy song, and because just 3 chords, the whole song. Now, I'm doing it in the key of G. This is a lot closer to the key that Pentatonics does it in. You have your more traditional versions like the John Denver and Idina Menzel did and stuff. They were on the key of D. This is higher. As close to the key Pentatonics does it. And if you want the Pentatonics key, you have to put a capo on the first fret from G. But and we're not exactly doing the Pentatonics version. We're just doing the basic traditional version of Little Drummer Boy in the key of G. So if you're quite new to the guitar, this is a G chord right here. Now, chord, if you don't know, is a group of notes that are played together that form a specific harmony. We're in the key of G, so usually the first and last chord is probably going to be a G chord. That's the G chord. So first finger is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, your 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and your 3rd and 4th fingers are on the 3rd fret of the first 2 strings. Down there like that. To hold it properly, you want the guitar on a good 45-degree angle, and you want to have your thumb kind of over here behind the nut, and that's your hands kind of nice and relaxed, and your arms nice and relaxed off to the sides. The natural way that your hand sits and stuff. Okay, so we've got come down. Now, come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. So that was a C chord there. Now, I'm going to teach you the correct chords way, and then I'm going to show you what I like to do as a slight variation that makes it actually easier to play. So, this is your C chord, first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. You play 5 strings. So from the 5th string downwards, that's your C chord. So G, C, and then our 3rd chord we need at some point is D. So you bring those 2 fingers down to the first 2 strings like that. So 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and your 1st finger goes here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. You do 4 strings for this one. So G, C, and D. Those are the 3 chords you need. Now, the variations, if we take this G chord here, and we just take these 2 fingers and bring them down a string, and play those 5 strings, what you've got there, those are the same 2 notes in the C chord here. So we've got like a G on the higher notes here and a C on the bottom. This is a C add 9 chord. So if we do that together, like, come, they told me, and right there, like you get a C, you imply a C chord, but you're just moving 2 fingers. It makes it way easier. And then for the D chord, you can keep those fingers there as well and just put this here. So instead of doing like that, you go like this is a D sus chord. The finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. And I kind of like to go back and forth between them because it adds a little bit of resolution building in the chord progression. To lay before the king, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, when we come. And so that's literally all of course 3 chords, and we're going between G and C add 9 and the D sus chord. That's one I like. And I like to switch between D sus and D, just make that one finger off and on, and you get this really nice effect. Now, what I was just doing then, I was actually doing a palm muting strumming. Palm muting is when you take your palm, like the flat, not that part, but just the side part along here, like the karate chop part, and you kind of rest it, just encroaching upon the string. So here's the bridge, and you just kind of bring it, just touching upon the strings. So that's the regular, and then so it's enough, it's just encroaching so you can still hear the right tone. Because if I bring this up too far, I lose all sound altogether. So it's just muting the strings a bit. This is palm muting. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So I'm kind of doing it down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Sort of sort of like it's implying a drum beat. That's what your strumming is on the guitar. And the palm muting actually makes it more rhythmic because it takes away some of the brightness of the harmony and the tone and gives it more of a rhythmic feel. So if you're wanting to do a slightly more modern rhythmic version or something on the guitar, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And so what I'm doing, I'm just going down, up, 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 down, up. And sometimes I'm strumming and sometimes I'm missing. And that's just any strumming pattern, you want to keep your hand going the whole time, and sometimes you're just missing. That's how you get the good rhythm happening. Because that way it's automatic. You get a rhythm, you get a groove happening with your hand, and it just can maintain while you change chords and sing and stuff. So, and again, this is why when you're learning the guitar, you want to break things down into individual skills, and you want to spend time just focusing on the strumming and getting the strumming happening, and spend time just working on those chords and the chord changes and getting that happening. And then to be able to do both those things competently, if you want to sing on top of that, that's 2 more skills. That's melody and lyrics as well. So sometimes it's better, like once you've got it going, just try and like the melody to yourself. Or something like that without even lyrics, because that's a step easier. Like a lot of guitar players and students have like, okay, I feel like I can play this song, but I can't sing. It's because you're adding 2 more dimensions to what you're doing, so it's already like way more complicated. So you have to have, like, to be able to do multiple things, you have to have all these individual things automated to some extent, and that's where like all the practice comes in. Okay, so going through those chords, let's go through those chords again. So what we kind of have this ABA thing happening here. I've talked about before in terms of form. So the first 2 lines are, come, they told me, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. Again, our newborn king you see, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. So same thing, G, C, G, G, C, G. Then we change to our next section. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, to lay before the king. And then this is where it changes. Pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, ra-pa-pa-pum, ra-pa-pa-pum. For to honor him, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, when we come. That's what's happening at G. So G, C, G, G, C, G, D, G, D, D, G, C, G, D, G, C, G, D, G. So it's that might sound really complicated and confusing, but it's honestly not. And you should, if you're trying to sing along with it, your voice will probably tell you if you're playing the wrong chord, because the melody and the chords work together to make the music. So one of them will clearly be sounding wrong if it's not right. You're either playing the chord wrong or you're playing the wrong chord. Okay, so that's our chord. So G da 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 da. Bum 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Ba da 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 and it just repeats that 3 times. There's just 3 verses of that as the main section. And that's the whole song. So, let's talk about strumming. Now you can do picking fifths as well. Come, they told me, our newborn king to see, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, for to honor him, when we come. And so that's, again, and that's a very similar pattern to what, that's the same pattern we were doing for Mary Did You Know, basically. So it's an 8 note, it's the same idea, 6, 3, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 2, as the rhythm. For strumming, I prefer to strum this one because I like the come, they told me, a newborn king to see, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, for to honor him, when we come. But there's a lot you can do with like baby Jesus, but I very much feel that the rhythm that seems to work best with this, for me personally, is a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and that's why the picking pattern was 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Sort of finger picking pattern, and the strumming is the same. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. So if you listen to those main emphases, so even if you just do down strums and go 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Come, they told me, and again you've got like that's the rhythmic feel you want. I prefer my one because has a little more going on, but you can make it that simple. It's all down strums, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and you're good for the whole song. And that's literally the whole song. And so we haven't really got there's people watching, but there's no one's really asking questions today on the live stream. So again, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube after the fact, if you get in on Twitch and you follow me on Twitch, you can actually like get in on the live stream and ask me questions. And you're like, I'm having trouble with that pattern. Is there like an easier strumming pattern you can do? And I'm like, yeah, of course. told me, a newborn king to see, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So like, make sure you get in and ask questions and stuff, because there's 100 different ways you can do things. And like, the thing with Christmas carols especially is because there's so many different covers and versions of them that it's a lot more flexible than like it's hard to kind of make it so different that it's clearly your own definitive version of the Christmas carol. Like, and pentatonics try to do that a lot with what they do, but it's really hard to do that because they're so sung and done on guitar, on piano, on different instruments and things, just a cappella voices and stuff, that it's hard to kind of make it your own. So there's a lot of flexibility in how you play that as someone learning the guitar. So there are a lot of options there, which is good because it fosters creativity. You try a number of different things. I like doing it this way. I like doing it this way. Which then, as you learn more guitar and you get better on the guitar, it gives you more freedom to think, well, what if I took this? I really like this chord and I really like this chord. Can I put them together? And like, that sounds really good. Maybe I can write some lyrics or something to that and have a song and stuff. And this is just it's that active. It's that flexibility and creativity as you learn to kind of take on things, practice them, get good at them, and make them your own and be flexible with it. That makes you, that it really helps you apply your creativity. And it's one of the things that makes the guitar such a wonderful instrument to learn. Anyway, so we're going to go through. I'm going to sing this song. I'm going to go reasonably slow, not as fast as I would like, because so I want you to be able to play along if you can. And then that's going to finish up our lesson tutorial for today. Okay, so for a little intro, I would probably do something like the very last line. So. Come, they told me, our newborn king to see, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, for to honor him, when we come. Baby Jesus, I am a poor boy too, I have no gift to bring, that's fit to give a king, shall I play for him, on my drum? Mary nodded, the ox and lamb kept time, I played my drum for him, I played my best for him, drum, me and my drum, me and my drum, me and my drum. Okay, so I got a little creative at the end there, because I wanted to extend it a little bit. Really, it don't have to go to the E minor chord or anything like that. It was just a random thing. But because and again, I like to change things a little bit right at the end or repeat a couple lines to kind of make it more of an ending. And again, these are the basic techniques of like, for an intro, just take a couple of these chords right here and do that as your intro. Or for your ending, just repeat the last line once or twice and draw it out a bit slower or something like that. Or you might just pull a single strums. And that's it. So again, once you learn like the basic techniques and ways, there's a lot of things you can do to play songs effectively, and a lot of guitar teaching doesn't happen effectively because there's not enough focus on like the core skills of music making and how to do that, that I think hold students back when they're learning the guitar, and you don't feel confident and for ages to actually like get up and play something because you don't feel like you know how to put it together properly. And so there's just a few of these tricks that you can just apply if you just know what to do. And again, so thank you everyone for watching today. You guys and anyone on Facebook and YouTube who is watching this after the fact. I'll be back tomorrow with a different song. I've got 3 days left, 3 weekdays left, and then it's going to be Christmas next week and stuff. So I won't be back at all next week. We've got 3 days left. If you have any suggestions or requests, I'm going to be doing Oh Holy Night, and I'm going to be doing Oh Come All Ye Faithful, and I've got one other one that I haven't chosen yet. So if someone comes at me with a request that they really want to do, well, first and best dressed, I guess. We'll see. Thank you so much, guys. All the best, guitarists, and I will see you tomorrow.